Hi guys, we're going to read a book today called Stephanie's Ponytail, and it is written by Robert Mumsk and illustrated by Michael Marchenko. It says, one day Stephanie went to her mom and said, none of the kids in my class has a ponytail. I want a nice ponytail coming right out of the back. So Stephanie's mom gave her a nice ponytail coming right out of the back. When Stephanie went to school, the other kids looked at her and said, ugly, ugly, very ugly. Stephanie said, it's my ponytail and I like it. The next morning when Stephanie went to school, all the other girls had ponytails coming out the back. Stephanie looked at them and said, you are all a bunch of copycats. You just do whatever I do. You don't have a brain in your heads. That wasn't very nice. Even though the girls the other day weren't nice either. The next morning, the mom said, Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out of the back? Stephanie said, no. Then that's that, said her mom. That's the only place you can do a ponytail. No, it's not, said Stephanie. I want one coming out of the side, just above my ear. Very strange, said Mom. Are you sure that's what you want? Yes, said Stephanie. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming right out above her ear. When she went to school, the other kids saw her and said, ugly, ugly, very ugly. Stephanie said, it's my ponytail and I like it. The next morning when Stephanie came to school, all the girls and even some of the boys had nice ponytails coming out just above their ears. They were not being very nice to her. The next morning, the mom said, Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out of the back? Stephanie said, no. Would you like one coming out of the side? No. Well, that's that then, said her mom. There's no other place you can put ponytails. Yes, there is, said Stephanie. I want one coming out of the top of my head like a tree. That's very, very strange, said her mom. Are you sure that's what you want? Yes, said Stephanie. Just like before, her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out of the top of her head like a tree. When Stephanie went to school, the other kids saw her and said, ugly, ugly, very ugly. Stephanie said, it's my ponytail and I like it. The next day, all the girls and all of the boys had ponytails coming out of the top. It looked like broccoli was growing out of their heads. They are not nice to her, but they end up doing what she does. The next morning, the mom said, Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out of the back? Stephanie said, no. Would you like one coming out the side? No. Would you like one coming out of the top? No. Then that is definitely that, said Mom. There is no other place to do ponytails. Yes, there is, said Stephanie. I want one coming out of the front and hanging down in front of my nose. But nobody will know if you're coming or going, her mom said. Are you sure that's what you want? Yes, said Stephanie. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out of the front. On the way to school, she bumped into 4 trees, 3 cars, 2 houses, and 1 principal. When she finally got to her class, the other kids saw her and said, ugly, ugly, very ugly. Stephanie said, it's my ponytail and I like it. She's a very strong girl. The next day, all of the girls, all of the boys, and even the teacher had ponytails coming out the front and hanging out in front of their noses. None of them could see where they were going. They bumped into the desk, they bumped into each other, they bumped into the walls, and by mistake, 3 girls went into the boys' bathroom. Stephanie yelled, "You are a bunch of brainless copycats. You just do whatever I do. When I come tomorrow, I'm going to have my head shaved." That's not very nice. They haven't been nice to her, and she's not being very nice to them either. The first person to come the next day was the teacher. She had her head shaved and she was bald. The next to come were the boys. They had their heads shaved and they were bald. The next to come were the girls. They had their heads shaved and they were bald. The last person to come was Stephanie, and she had dun, 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 a nice ponytail coming right out of the back. She tricked them. Now look at, they are mad. So, have you ever done anything that you saw your friends do and you wanted to do? Well, sometimes you just have to be your own person, love yourself, and enjoy who you are, not being somebody else, because you might get tricked yourself. Have a great day. Bye.